Ladies, in an ideal world, I don't have to make this video. In an ideal world, a guy will accept you for who you are. In an ideal world, a guy doesn't have a toxic. Guys won't judge women for their nature, but we don't live in an ideal world. Okay, we live in a world where people will judge you based on appearances. We live in a world where women are judged a little bit more harshly, and women have to play the game a little bit more with a little bit more finesse than men do. Okay, so you don't have to do this. Okay, you don't have to lie to men about these things. Like, I'm not telling you to lie. I'm not saying that you have to do it. Just know that if you're truthful about some things about you, which everybody has, but if you're truthful about it, you're gonna be judged because people are just hypocrites. You get what I'm trying to say? People are just, humans are hypocrites, okay? They'll say, how dare you murder somebody and yet kill an animal, even though you might think it's not a bad thing. At the end of the day, I'm not a vegetarian, but can you see the hypocrisy behind that? You know what I'm saying? So this is not me telling you women what to do or what not to do. It's not me promoting you women to be liars. I'm just saying that if you want to keep the guy, if you want to optimize your chances, there are some things you have to hide, okay? Now, if you don't want to hide it, what I am telling you with this video is that there are consequences about being fully honest, okay? So don't get mad about this video. So the first one is talking about your financial success or even your family's financial success. You don't have to lie. Like, if you're a doctor and you're talking to a guy who's a fucking mechanic and you tell me you're a doctor, he could either, one, be intimidated by the fact that you're a doctor and get turned off by it, which if you don't care about the guy, who fucking cares? But if you like the guy, you want to keep him, and you're afraid and you want to increase your chances, it's better off to tell him about how much money you make a little bit later once there was an attachment made, okay? Or even talking about how rich your family is. If you tell me your family's rich, I'ma love you, okay? I mean, it's that simple, right? But the reason why you want to lie about this is, one, guys have fragile egos, and they'll prefer, it's much better for you to first create the attachment, you know, by you not telling, you could say, if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, tell them you're a nurse. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't have to, because it's almost like a celebrity, right? If I'm a celebrity, right, and or even I'm a YouTuber, right, and I want a girl to like me for who she is, I'm not gonna, for who I am, I'm not gonna tell her I'm a YouTuber. I'm gonna tell her I'm just a painter. Like, I'm gonna lie about it. Like, I don't want to give her a superficial reason to be with me. Some guys, when they see you make money, they'll end up trying to get with you just because you make money. Like, that's just how it is. And also, some guys just have fragile egos. So that's the first one. Success with money, success in terms of your own personal success. If he's poorer than you, that's what I'm saying. If he's poorer than you and you know you earn more, or if your family's rich, lie to that, because some guys want to get married into a rich woman. That's the same thing that happens with our Kardashians. They gotta be careful. They can't hide that, and that's why a lot of the times, most likely, that's why their relationships don't work out, because you have a lot of guys that get with them just for the clout. Second thing, how many guys you've been with? Look, like I said many times before, I don't care if you bang the whole football team and you're a feminist and you say, oh, I don't care what guys think of me. Across all cultures, ladies, listen to me. Across all cultures, there's a common thing amongst all cultures, is that men will judge a woman who has sex with a lot of guys. Across all culture. There's no exception. There is no exception. No exception. They might publicly say that they don't mind, but secretly, at a genetic level, literally at a genetic level, this is not even me. Like, you could go look at the research. This is not even me lying. A guy will judge you based on how many guys you slept with, for the most part. I wouldn't judge you. You see, even if I told you that, you shouldn't tell me. That's what I'm trying to say. You're like, oh, I guess he doesn't judge me. No, don't believe me. Don't even believe me. Okay? I went out with a girl who was an escort. I remember one time, right? And I liked her up until she told me, goddamn, I'm getting ahead of the whole video, right? But I'm gonna tell you that story after I'm done with this point, right? But the point is, don't tell a guy you banged the whole goddamn football team. Okay? Just act. If you've slept with 50 guys, cut that down to 10 guys. All right? Just don't go under 10. If you're over 30, don't go under 10, because he's not gonna believe your ass. All right, so go between 10 and 20 if you're under 30. If you're over 40, go around 20 and 30. Because those are realistic numbers. You see what I'm trying to say? So sex partners, never tell a guy how your real number. Never, ever do that. I don't care how open-minded he comes across. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't care how open-minded he comes across. They're lying to you. They really will judge you secretly. Third thing, never tell a guy your real fantasies. Okay? Now, if your fantasy is to have a threesome, that's fine. Okay? With another girl. But first assess how judgmental this guy is, because never tell a guy you want to get gangbanged by the whole football team. You see, it's a kind of fantasy that's the problem. Because you got to understand. A guy, if you tell a guy that, I'm assuming that your fantasy isn't like banging at the fucking park when nobody's watching. That's okay. But when it includes multiple men and you're the center, you better lie to him about that. Okay? You better lie to him about that. You better not tell him you want to get trained by the whole football team. Lie to that motherfucker. Tell him you don't want to do that. You got to make sure you're comfortable with him. Now, how do you find out if he's comfortable with you banging a whole football team? I don't know, right? Maybe a few weeks later, tell him about your girlfriend wanting to get gangbanged and asking him what does he think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I want you guys to be more cautious about talking about your sexual history and about your sexual fantasies. Because again, I don't care how open-minded the culture might look. If you tell him that you got gangbanged, he could talk about you, okay? He could talk about you. He just might say it randomly to his friends, and then word gets around. That's why I'm trying to make sure that you guys, be careful about this. Fourth, cheating on the guy or cheating past. Never tell a guy you've cheated on the person. Never tell a guy that you cheated. Never tell a guy that you were part of an affair. Never tell a guy about any of your past relationships that make you look bad. Like I said, I don't care how open-minded he comes across. Lie to them about that. Okay? Don't let him know about your dirty little secrets. If you're a nice girl, by the way, if you're a nice girl, there's a course that I have that comes out that is only available to purchase July and September. No, July and November, right? This course is only going to be available July and November to purchase. All right. If you buy it in either of those 2 months, you're able to access it all year long. But to purchase is only available. We have 7 more days left before the July ends. Purchase it now before you guys are not able to purchase it. Okay. So never talk about cheating past. Either you cheated on somebody or even you saying that you took a guy who cheated on you. Okay? In fact, lie about the fact that if you had a boyfriend that he cheated on you and you took him back, lie to him about that. Okay? Don't say you took him back and then you be like, oh, okay, so he took him back, so most likely I could cheat on her. And you know what I'm saying? So don't do that shit. And last but not least, telling him how you either got paid for sex or anything related to OnlyFans, sex work, or stripper. We all have secrets in our lives. Especially if you live in South America. At some point, we all thought about it, okay? Now, I might be projecting because I came from a very poor country where sometimes a woman will do that to feed her children. I don't judge. Point is that most people judge. You see what I'm saying? I said I don't judge, and I'm gonna tell you the story. I even said I don't judge, but actually I do judge. As much as you don't want to judge, you just will judge. It's just human nature. I went out with this girl who was an escort, and I didn't know she was an escort. Midway through the day, she told me she was an escort, and I swear to God, man, I liked her until she told me that. My interest in her went down. Right now, mind you, I met her again, and over time, I actually ended up liking the person. Now, she ended up robbing me for $200 at the end of the day, so she was I couldn't trust that bitch, right? But the point is that me, I'm a little open-minded because at the end of the day, I ended up liking her as a person, right? I really did end up liking her as a person, but she was just a conniving bitch, right? But the point is that it's just not a good thing to tell a guy that, okay? So if you had any kind of payment through sex, stripping, don't even tell your friends. Don't even tell your friends. Take that shit to the grave, because it's just, most people will judge you. Men and women will judge you on that. Okay, that means paying for sending news, all that shit. Don't tell. Okay, so these are the lies you gotta tell men. Why? Because men have fragile egos and they cannot accept the truth. We all have a dirty past, and men can also have negative intentions, especially if you're successful or if your family is successful. And guys cannot understand women's fantasies without assuming that she's a slut, right? It's just women have needs. And unfortunately, we can't get mad when we tell them this and they get turned off. At least now you know, and you can make the choice whether or not to reveal it. Okay? All right, this is Alex, your toxic dating coach. If you guys need one-on-one coaching, go to mindfulattraction.org. If you want to purchase my t-shirts, which I make myself because I painted this, you guys could go to the description down below to purchase my tees for my t-shirt store. Peace out and stay toxic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.